Ask anyone what their idea of success is. Many say that they might want to be like people like Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, or Mark Zuckerberg. Many might just say that owning your own business and owning your own financial future is their idea. However, for many, it might just be to get by, to have your own future, to have your own family, that kind of thing. My idea of success aligns with the second thought, the idea of never being beholden to anyone above me, that I am my own person, I am my own future, and I can make it however I want. Of course, I already own myself, but it's more than that. I, my future wife and kids will never have to worry about anything in my future. It is my one wish that even if I am dead and gone from this world, my descendants have a future for themselves. However, it's important to look at the idea of having lofty, unattainable, and far-off goals. Why do we fly so close to the sun like Icarus, when having just a shorter goal might suffice? That is the topic of today's video. Success and the ideas of it. Growing up, all I would hear was that college is necessary to a future. It's the key to the better life. However, while in college, I see the walls of a crumbling economy, a more competitive workplace, and just a lack of satisfaction in many college graduates. The "everyone says they're hiring but no one is" meme is really a real phenomenon. Is it because of poor quality applicants or management? Being in college and being in the quote-unquote real world has really taught me that there is indeed more than one way to skin the same cat. Trades and manual labors have become more and more needed and more in demand because of a major education shift. I mean, we've seen a recent surge in graduates from college and not enough people going into trades. Well, this is good. It allows many people who had a tough time or they didn't really care about high school, and especially in this shifting AI and technological world, good paying jobs. Especially since these jobs pay very well, better than most positions in a high level company would, especially entry level. Mothers tell their children to stay in school or they'll end up like the plumber or the construction worker, but when they make 16 to 30 an hour, why wouldn't you pick up a trade? These positions, of course, will never be as lucrative as someone who owns their own businesses and people who own their own means to make the money. However, where I come from, people are respected by their work, their trade, their job. There's a certain kind of prestige, almost. And especially since college is only as important as you make it, with so many degrees being short of worthless parchment printed onto peculiar plaques. You either become a finance major and make a lot of money, or you might just waste years in a field that might not exist when you graduate, or taken over by AI. This isn't really to dissuade or stop people from going to college, but that just as many people go for these weak degrees that have no future, or that everyone is going into. STEM, computer science, engineering, and even business. These degrees degrade with every person that enters the field. These degrees will always be needed, of course, but at what point does the promised land of a brighter future come true? According to Next Gen Personal Finance, a survey done by them shows only that 46% of college graduates, work in their intended field. Here's the full screenshot right here. Kids from a young age are told that college is almost the only way forward, but when trade jobs earn anywhere from 14 to 27 an hour on the lower ends, it's hard to justify being in college, accruing debt, and working a job that only makes $50K a year, only to have to pay back a bunch of debt off, and with more outsourcing of jobs and mundane departments like customer service and technical help, it's harder for Americans to really have a chance in today's economy. I mean, there is no right or wrong way to success. There's only a winding path that you can or cannot take. It's all up to you on how you want to live your life. I say that you don't have to conform to anyone else's idea of success. Their idea of success and yours are not the same. By listening to their ideas, you might be compromising yourself in a way that you might not be able to fix later. It feels as though when you idealize the success of others, and you don't see the sacrifices and the hardships and what they had to go through to get there, and when you inevitably hit those roadblocks, you might not be able to work around them. However, what even is success? Or what is succeeding? The American dream tells us that having a nuclear family with a house, car, a good-paying job, a dog or two, is the idea of success. Everyone and anyone can make it in this fantasy concocted through our American childhood and told to us by our parents and teachers and the like. We see this future where we are well off and have a nice home, but in recent years it's like the walls of our own fictitious future are crumbling. Our own American Garden of Eden has fallen here on Earth, and we have no one to blame but those who gave us this idea. Social and political turmoil because of increasing economic instability and inequality, it's caused quite a stir. While we at the bottom get poorer and poorer day by day, people like Elon Musk only have to pay 37% of their income, while at the lower echelon have to pay 20%, even if they make a fraction of what billionaires and millionaires make. All in all, I guess you could say success is what you make it. It's only as obtainable as you allow it to be, and sacrificing your morals in order to best your fellow man is a good way to get over that mountain. However, in order to get rich, there really is no other option at that point. At some point, someone in your life will get screwed, or someone will get upset because of you and your success and such. However, it's only as bad as you make it out to be. People like Mr. Beast are well off, and they do good things for people. But he's not short of people who will hate on him and call what he's doing bad because he makes money off of it. He has to make a profit somewhere. The real way to stifle your own success, to be a millionaire, get rich like that, is to not have goals and to always hate on those who are more well off than you or more fortunate than you. Negativity is a thief of joy. And if you feel no joy or happiness, you might never, ever feel ambitious and wanting that better life. And we might never find our Garden of Eden ever again. Thank you. I just want to put this outro here. I'm trying to do something different. I don't know if you can tell. My last video was about failure, so I decided to follow it up with success. This is not scripted or anything. I'm just trying to read off. The video is scripted. This is not, though. I really thank everyone who watched it. These videos are very different for me. I'm not much of a person who likes to get on the mic and read off a script. I have pretty bad lisp that comes out sometimes, and for me, it's my brain moves a million miles a second, so having a script just kind of makes my brain freak out at some points. But I want to say thank you, and I will be doing more of this. I will try to upload a little bit more regularly. Oh my god, a bit more often, and on a consistent schedule. However, for right now, they're just whenever I want to make them. And thank you guys for watching. See you on the next one.